can you first say your name, you know, and like what major you have? That would be great.
My name is CJ Armantrout, and I'm an English major.
My name is Sydney Evans, and my major is history right now, art. I'm really excited.
My name is Jacob Myers, and I'm an English major.
JC Bodden, and I'm majoring in English.
I'm my sister, and I'm getting my writing certificate.
My name is Stephen Shell, and I'm an English major here at the SLCC Community College.
Cool. My name is Cornelia Heine, and my major here at SLCC is political science.
What made you want to take the publication class?
I totally wanted to see like the background of the publishing world, since I would love to, you know, be a writer later, and I wanted to see just everything that goes on, you know, in the background to understand it, I guess.
I wanted to take this class to learn the publication process, just because, you know, it can get kind of confusing, and if I have some experience in it, maybe it'll be a little bit less confusing when I'm on the writer's perspective.
I think that there's more to English than just being able to write, and so I just want to have a better understanding of publication process.
That's actually part of my major, that I want to go into publication, so I think it's a good place to start.
I've never known how a book gets published, and so it's been really nice to break that apart and get to actually take part in a process of publishing a book. I took it because Lisa said so.
Okay, can you tell us your name and what you teach here at the community college?
I'm Lisa Bickmore, and I teach in the English department. I teach a whole bunch of things. I teach creative writing, I teach composition, I teach poetry, and I teach grammar and style, and I teach publication studies.
Cool. So what was your motivation to create and like teach this class? What inspired you?
I think all of us were talking about a way to make a course that would, a course of study, not just a course, but a course of study that would benefit students in a practical way. In other words, turn all the things that we knew about writing and reading and textuality into something that would be practical for students. And my daughter, who is studying at a technical university in Scotland, was doing a master's degree in publication studies. And she sent me, you know, a list of her courses because it sounded so fascinating to me. And so for years, I kept this little list of post-it notes on my desk, thinking about what kind of course a publication studies course would be for community college students. So when our department put together this writing certificate of completion, I thought this is the place where that would fit. You know, a course that would help students think about the history and theory and practice of publication and how it's changing in the digital world, and to have a practical opportunity to try lots of different kinds of publication and to do the project that we're doing, which is to publish a book.
My name is Hana Jabr, and I'm an English major, and I wrote translation.
Which one? The chapbook, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I wrote translation for the chapbook competition. Translation is about my relationship with my father and the distance, because he spent some time in Iraq, and because of that distance, translation is also a little bit about my relationships with other men and kind of how it shaped me as a person.
Cool. Then what inspired you to write a translation in the first place?
My father. Since I've been writing, which has been as long as I can remember, I've written about him. He's a very, very important person in my life, and he's pretty much my inspiration for a lot of things.
So what was your favorite part, like, that you wrote in translation? What part was especially like kind of fun for you, or?
You know, there's one piece about, it's when I was a little girl and I was in school and we raised caterpillars, and they turned into butterflies and we had to let them go. And I feel like that piece really resonates with me because it really wasn't connected to my dad at all, but you know, later with context, that feeling that I felt letting that butterfly go, it's the only other time that I felt that feeling was you know, watching my dad go and having to just kind of feel that pain. And so I think that's probably one of my favorite pieces in there.
So, what part are you playing in the making of this chapbook?
I'm part of the documentary and marketing team, which has been super fun since I love films, you know, and everything like that, and I love interviewing people, recording stuff, you know, and that was super fun.
I was responsible for the cover. That's the entire cover. I did have some help. The entire class weighed in on several things, but for the most part, I was responsible for the design.
It's been kind of fun actually, like buying the book. I know it sounds weird, but it's been fun to work with all the big machines and do that. It's fun. I got to help with the layout and the design for it. So all of the internal guts I got to be part of. So that's cool. It was stressful and fun.
Well, I'm working with Lucia and JC and Sydney on the press release and PR for the chapbook.
I think I like working with computer programs and knowing how to manipulate digital art. I think that's where I'm going next in my education.
Cool. So this class was inspiring to you?
Yeah, it helped me.
That's cool.
I have kind of taken over the website, a little bit the WordPress site, and I'm
Social
helping.
media.
Yeah, with the social media and the Twitter. I'm helping with the press release a little bit, but a few other people are doing a little bit more than I am, so I'm going to start helping more on that.
That's
and
cool.
then just once the press release gets done, just getting it out there. When studying Arabic, it is best to study with a group and speak only in Arabic. Avoid English as much as possible. Refer to a dictionary that your professor recommends, and study every day for at least 2 hours. I sit on my bed attempting to figure out the assignment with frustration radiating through my mind, tempting me to tear the textbook into pieces. I imagine the scent of his cooking floating up from the kitchen. I pick up the phone and dial his number, but then I remember my day is ending and his is barely beginning. His reality is 3 in the morning. I struggle alone through the foreign instructions of the textbook, forcing my eyes to read from right to left, right to left.
Okay, just 1 second.
I got that on film. I'm using that.
1 second.